No more Champions League this season to worry about. We're concentrating on bringing in some signings both now and for the summer. And boy, have we made some signings. We're going to go and try and win 2 trophies, the Eredivisie Title and the Dutch Cup. Let's see how we get on, and let's see who is coming in the summer on a free transfer as well. Cracking little bit of business we've done. Hello and welcome back to episode 14. Yes, we're 14 episodes in already, and we are having a great time in the league and domestically. Not so good in the Champions League if you've been following the channel. If not, why not catch up and see how we are getting on? Well, it's future transfers that we're going to look at because we've showed you all the business at the end of the last video. But these deals are free deals, and we will start off with Mamadou Kone. Mamadou Kone is an 18-year-old Ivory Coast striker who has 15 dribbling, 12 finishing. He's got 17 determination, 16 teamwork. He is unambitious, but we are going to strive to change that. He is coming in on a free. He will go into the development squad, and we will loan him out and try and develop his skills. Jaden Onyeseke is a left or right attacking midfielder. He's come in again on a free, 19-year-old, a lot of potential. He's got great physicals, he's got great mentals, he's got good technicals, but he does need to improve them. This guy is coming in and he's already worth between 850,000 and 3.6 million. Another one to develop over the next couple of years for the future. Kevin Escobar. He sounds like some sort of Colombian drug runner. Kevin Escobar is 17-year-old and he is a striker, and he will be joining us in the summer as well. Not a great valuation on him. We are looking basically to get him in, develop him and move him on for a swift profit. Next we have Lungelo Neni. He is a South African, another South African. He can play on the left or the right side of defence. He is a full-back or a wing-back. He's coming from Orlando Pirates, who are well known for producing wonder kids in South Africa. He has great crossing, 12 already, 12 tackling and technique. He's got pace, he's got acceleration, needs to work on his fitness and his strength. But again, another one that we're going to develop and hopefully shift on for a few million. Here's the signings though. Here's the big two. Evan Ferguson, football manager wonder kid, 24-year-old, 39 caps for the Irish national team. We've brought him in from Brighton. He is going to be one of our strikers next season, and he is a really, really good player. Yes, we might get a tune out of him, but even if we don't, we'll get between £5 and £7.5 million, maybe more. He is certainly a good signing on a free transfer, and we haven't had to pay him ridiculous wages either. But this is the one I'm excited about the most. This guy is in demand at the moment in the Premier League. Adam Wharton, 25-year-old now on the game, 29 caps for England. He is already worth between 46 and 72 million pound. We need somebody to come in and take over from Tielemans, who's aging a little bit. Yes, he's probably got another 1 to 2 seasons, but we need squad strength in depth, and this guy will probably start. If not, he will come off the bench and make a difference. 16 first touch, 17 passing, 17 technique. Look at the vision and the work rate. 18 decision making, 16 composure, 16 anticipation. No greens on the physicals, but there's lots of 15s there, and possibly there might be a slight little bit of room to improve. 25-year-old, he might improve very, very slightly. I am so excited about where next season's going to go. But that's next season. We're going to finish off this season. Let's get into it. So we managed to put our Champions League elimination behind us once again, and we absolutely battered Excelsior 5-0. Again, 5 different goal scorers: Buadi Esposito, El Canus, Fabio Vieira, who hasn't played as much this season, and the young lad Giorgio Baresi on loan, who we are hoping to try and sign at the end of the season. We're trying to give the lad some really valuable game time and develop him. He's already got 14 under 21 caps for Italy, and I'm certain within the next season or so he can be a fully fledged international for the Italian team, and hopefully he continues his development next season with Ajax rather than Bologna. We then rotated against Willem II in the Dutch Cup quarter-final, and even though we rotated the team quite a bit, we absolutely battered them 7-1. As you can see, young Masenga came in, Baumann was playing, Diaz was there, Hamuti was in, Vieira, Diouf, Sean Stour, Fetalagu, I think that's how you pronounce it. So there was a very heavily rotated team there, and Diouf got 2 goals, Gotts came on and got 2 goals, Vieira, Unava and Sean Stour with a goal there to make it 7-1, puts us into the semi-final of the Dutch Cup, where we will play away to Feyenoord. NAC Breda up next in the league, and a 4-0 convincing win. El Canus with 2, Mansvik and Gilberto Mora completing the rout, and another 4-0, this time away to FC Utrecht. Francolino with 2 goals. Young Baresi on the score sheet once again. This guy's good in the air. He wins some headers and he gets some goals, but he's got a good left foot and he can dribble into the box as well. And El Canus finishing off the rout in the 84th minute. And of course, no surprise, that sees us top of the league. Played 23, we have 54 points, we are 4 points clear of AZ, and we are 9 points clear of Feyenoord. Both those teams have a game in hand. PSV back in 4th place with 2 games in hand on us, but even if they win those, they're still 7 points behind. It looks like it's a 2-horse race between Ajax and our nemesis AZ Alkmaar. We've had plenty of running with them so far this season. We have lost 5 games. They've now lost 2. They've drawn 5. We still haven't drawn a game. Could we go the whole season without drawing a game? That would be absolutely weird. I don't know if any team's ever done that, to be fair. But I'm sure we'll find out if we can do it come the end of the season. We're going to go through the rest of these games so you can see exactly how we got on. Can we retain the title? Well, apart from one bad result, it's all looking good, and our youth intake has come through as well. We will look at that next. So we had Feyenoord in the Dutch Cup semi-final. This was a bit of a strange one. It was 2-2 after 90 minutes. We took the lead in the 3rd minute through Azani. They then pulled one back through Shaquille Van Persie, and then we scored in the 45th minute to give us a 2-1 lead going into the break, and they pulled one back in stoppage time of the first half. It then remained level all the way to the 110th minute of extra time. El Canus with a 110th minute goal, Vieira with the 111th minute goal, and then Bouwadi came in and scored in the 118th minute to make it look very convincing, but it wasn't convincing at all. We played a rotated team again, but we had to bring on the heavy artillery to get us over the line, but that's what they're there for. NEC next in the league, 4-1 win. We took the lead through a Tielemans penalty in the 5th minute. Fatty made it 2-0 in the 7th. They then pulled one back to make it 2-1, but then El Canus scored to make it 3, and Esposito in the second half finished it all off to make it 4-1. A little bit of a slip up in the league. We still haven't drawn a game yet. We lost 2-1 to FC20. We took the lead, they equalised, and in the 74th minute they managed to get a winner, and as much as we tried, we could not pull it back. Pexvoll away next. We love playing Pexvoll. We always do really well against them. And this was a nice straightforward 3-0 win. Bas, Francolino and Mansvik on the score sheet. It was all done in the 21st minute, and we didn't need to do anything else after that. Bas getting a 9.3 there, playing at left back. Fantastic. And then FC Groningen leading us up to the youth intake with a 2-0 win. And Mora scored in the 52nd minute. They scored an own goal to make 2-0. And then Cosman Arnold got himself sent off. There was no going back from that. We were happy 2-0 up. We took it easy and took the win and rested the players. So in the league, we are now sat, as you can see, 5 points clear at the top. Nobody has a game in hand on us. AZ down into 3rd place now. So it's Ajax, Feyenoord and AZ all going into the last 7 games of the season to see who can do what. I would probably strongly fancy our chances in this position now, but we'll wait and see. Youth intake wise, so the youth take is in and it's arrived for assessment, and Oscar Frankowski looks as if he could possibly emerge as one of the best players of his generation. When you have a look, we've got 1 elite and a few good players. It's not the best intake ever. It's a decent intake. Let's have a look at Oscar. He's a central midfielder stroke central attacking midfielder, 15-year-old, Polish. He has some good first touch, passing at 15 already, technique at 16, tackling at 13. He could be, although he's ranked as more of an attacking midfielder, I think he could be a defensive midfielder or basically an all-round midfielder. His mentals, good aggression, good bravery, decision-making, determination, flair, good teamwork. Needs to do a bit of work on these here and these here. And then physical-wise, oh dear, he's let himself down there. No acceleration. He's got no jump and reach, no pace, no stamina, no strength. So we're going to have to do a lot of work. He's 5'5" as well. He's only little. Light-hearted personality. We need to do a lot of work on him and hopefully get him some game time at whatever level and get him to improve. Next on the list, well, we have quite a few. We don't have any top prospects. It's saying top prospects there. There isn't any. A lot of good prospects. I'm going to skirt over these very, very quickly. Wesley Molenaar, he is Dutch. Again, 16-year-old this guy. 17 determination. He has got some good stats there. He will have to be worked on. Goalkeepers develop all the way up to the mid-20s. So with the right development, he could turn into a good player and get some caps for the Dutch national team. Mienti Donk, he is a right wing back, or he can play central defence on the right hand side. Natural fitness 16, he's got some good physicals as you'd expect from a wing back. Good aggression and bravery and teamwork, but the technicals are really letting him down. Noel Baumann, Noel is a central midfielder or cam. 18 natural fitness, not really much to write home about. He's got good first touch, 12 there. At 15-year-old is really, really good, but he has a lot of work to do in development to become a good player. We've had an American come through. Joseph Selby Richards from the USA has came through and he looks a good player. Good first touch, good technique, aggression and flair, good work rate and natural fitness. Again, somebody who needs to do a little bit more work to progress, but he does look better than Baumann did. Striker came through from Morocco. He looks a decent prospect. We also have Van der Sea, who is a central defender, 15-year-old. He's not bad. He's 6 foot tall already. He may grow. Gorski, who is from Poland. We're getting a right mix through the youth intake at the moment. And then you've got another Moroccan come through who plays in defence or in the defensive midfield role. Great tackling and technique and bravery, Mohamed Moomin. Jonas Danielson is an Icelandic player. He can play left or right midfield. He will probably have to change position because we don't play with a left or right midfielder. We play with inside forwards. And then Martin Spielman. He sounds like some sort of movie star, Martin Spielman. And he is a right midfielder who, again, we will have to develop and change his role. To be fair, not going to sign any of these decent prospects. I've been through them. They're not really very good. The youth intake is pretty poor this season. But if we can get a couple through, then that's a couple of players for free that potentially we'll make the first team or we can sell on for a nice profit. One thing that I do every year, but I don't put it in the video most of the time, is the Next Gen Awards. I like to go through and have a look at every single player, especially the ones from clubs that you don't recognise, because they're normally the ones that you can pick up for an absolute bargain. And I'm going to try and sign some of these players at the end of the season. Jeremy Monga is one that I'm definitely looking at. His price tag's very reasonable for a wonder kid, 30 to 35 million. I've been looking at him since he was 16-year-old, but he wasn't interested in a move. Now he's 19, he may want to venture out of the Premiership and come and join us at Ajax. 16 dribbling, fantastic, 17 flair, 17 acceleration, 17 balance, and he's 19-year-old. And I think he's possibly capable of coming in and starting already for us. So we will be keeping an eye on him with a view to signing him in the summer transfer special. So please don't miss that. Jan Koen. Now, he is another one who sadly plays in exactly the same position as Monga does, although he can play as a striker as well. He's right-footed, but he can play on the left. He's got a decent left foot as well, by the way. 16 dribbling there. He's finishing in first touch, 15s, 14 crossing. He has 16 determination, 17 natural fitness. If you look at his physicals, they're only going to improve. His mentals will improve with experience, and we just need to work a little bit on those technicals, but he's already a really good player. He's a star player for Eupen, and they are, I don't even know who they are. Let's have a look who they are. They are a Belgian team playing in the Challenger Pro League. Is that the top league in Belgium? I don't really know. I think it is. No, it's not. I think it is the second tier, possibly. Yeah, it looks like it's the second tier of Belgium there. So he is available at the moment for a knockdown bargain price of £1.4 million. We would be crazy not to go for him. So we are going to put a bid in for him and see if we can bring him in the summer. In fact, I'm going to go and bid for him now. Next on our radar, well, there's a few other players here, but I'm just going to skip through them to anybody that I recognise. We know Kenneth Icombe, we know what he can do. Kevin Sambo, of course, is an Ajax player. He's currently on loan. I think that's where I get annoyed sometimes, because he's actually an Ajax player and he's shown at a different club because he's on loan there. Anybody else we recognise? Omar Hesham, he looks a good player there from Arab Contractors there. Egyptian guy, between 35k and 2.8 million, so he could be one that we may look at signing. Marcus Berg, I skipped past him. Marcus Berg, goalkeeper, 18-year-old. We could pick him up on a really, really good deal and be a bargain. Homero Andrada, FMC Talk, 18-year-old. Striker, look at that potential there. He's another one there. So I don't know if you go through the next gen like I do. I would imagine you probably do. Gumby from South Africa there. He plays for, well, I'm not going to pronounce that name, from South Africa. He's got a lot of potential. He's nice and cheap as well. Let's go to the bottom of the list and see if anybody stands out. Another one of our players there. Hamatui, sorry. He's in there already, the left-sided defender. What about Jovanovic? Yeah, he's another one. Keep an eye on him. We'll do a little bit of scouting. Maybe look to bring him in the summer as well. Anybody else that caught my eye? Let's have a quick look. I mean, there's another one there. Jimenez. I think he's called Jimenez or Gimenez. He's worth between 45 and 420,000 pounds. Another one, as I say, a bargain to bring through the ranks. Getting to the end of the list there. Hassan Mohami. He could be a very, very good prospect if I click on the right button. Yes, this guy, Hassan Mohammed Al-Menhali. He looks brilliant. 6.4 million the one for him, but look at him. He's 18-year-old. He can play on all three positions at the back. Left back, right back, central defender. Yes, we'd probably have to change his role if we wanted to play on the left or the right to a wing back. But look at those stats. He is a definite wonder kid in the making. I think potentially he could be a star for the future. £6.5 million is a lot of money to pay out for an 18-year-old. But this guy's definitely not going to disappoint. He is 100% going to be on my radar. Flavio Silva. Yeah, he's a little bit expensive. We might look at him. We'll see. Obviously, we've got to be careful how much we spend. Young guy here, Giannis. He is a right wing back, but he can play across the back four. Again, he's probably worth a little bit more than what we want to pay for him. Andre Ventura, one of our players. Good to see him in there. Hamada, one of our players. Good to see him in there. It's always good to see your own players in there. And I think that's pretty much it. I had a look at Frederick. I don't know whether I'm going to sign him or not. I don't think he's actually good enough. And Mohamed Fisher, who will have to get a scout report on him. He doesn't look as if he would cost us much money. It's unknown, but I can't imagine it being a fantastic amount. But always go through your next gen, because you can find some absolute bargains from places where you never even thought they had a football team. As I say, number one on the list here is a player who is plying his trade at the moment at a team who are in Turkey, who I've never heard of. And he's number one on the next gen list. Yeah, granted, he's worth between 28 and 45 million pound, and way out of our price range. But it just goes to show there are some blinding players out there. You just need to go and find them. So our nemesis AZ up next, and they did what they always do. They beat us 1-0. Absolutely pathetic, lacklustre performance. No excuses for it. But we bounced back 7 days later and beat Heracles in the league 5-0. Mora, Francolino, El Canus, Baresi again, the young lad, getting another goal, and Esposito in the 93rd minute. And it got better from there as well, because we next played PSV in the Dutch Cup final and we beat them 2-0. It was all over by half time. Buadi and Esposito. So we've definitely won one trophy. Have we won a second? Well, look at these results. Fortuna Sittard away, a 2-2 draw. We took the lead, they equalised, we went 2-1 up, a brace from Francolino, and they managed to pull one back near the end, unfortunately just delaying the inevitable, which was us beating Sparta Rotterdam 3-0 away convincingly. Tielemans, El Canus and Fati with the goals. A brilliant 4-0 home win against Telstar there. El Canus, Fati and a Tielemans brace, taking us into the last 2 games of the season, where we drew 1-1 away to PSV. It's a draw that I would definitely take. They scored in the 45th minute. We equalised in the 49th. And then Herenveen on the last game of the season, which you would like to think we didn't need to win. We didn't need to do anything at all. 5-0 was the result. There should be absolutely no pressure at all on us. But let's have a look at the league. And when you have a look at the league, you will see we actually won it on the last kick of the season. We needed a win to guarantee us to win the league. This is the closest it's ever been. We certainly need to bring in some players next season. We have to be competitive on all fronts. Yes, we've won the Dutch Cup convincingly. We've scraped the league and we've done our usual in the Champions League. Season 5 has to be different. It will be different. I'm going to go away. I'm going to look at possibly a change in formation. I'm going to bring in some good players. I'm going to strengthen. We need depth all over the pitch. And hopefully in the transfer special, which you'll see very, very soon on the channel, you're going to see some great players come in. We already know some of the players that we're going to bring in, but we need a few more. This team has to be strong in all competitions. Financially, let's have a look at the finances. Well, the finances aren't bad. There's nearly 30 million in the bank. We've got 28 of it to spend. There's money left in the wage budget. And the projection for next season, minus 21 million. So it's not as bad as what it was. Obviously, the projection for following seasons as well isn't looking great, but we can make a difference and we can change that as well. Hopefully, bringing in some good players, selling them on for a profit, doing what we normally do. Let's have a look at the first team. Let's see who did what. So at the end of the first season, you can see here that appearances wise, we have Mora, 43 games from him, fantastic achievement. El Canus played 42 and 1 from the bench. Ansu Fati with 40 appearances, 3 off the bench. Tielemans played 40 times. But you can see all of these players here probably played too many games. This is where we need strength in depth, rotation options, because these players will get tired and will get injured, and we need players to be able to step up and step in and fill those roles. Goals wise, Francolino, our new Brazilian signing who's not Brazilian, 20 goals from him this season, 17 from Mora, 16 from El Canus. Buadi there, not known for his goals, 16 goals from him, 15 goals, from him. Fati with 14. Esposito, very, very poor return this season. He only started 10 games and came off the bench 29 times and got 8 goals. Is this the point where Esposito may have to leave the club? Well, we'll wait and see. On the assist front, El Canus 16, so 32 goal contributions in 43 games is amazing. Mora there, 33 goal contributions in 43 games. That's amazing as well. Zanotti only scored 1 goal but 15 assists. And Karabashvili, our young left-back wonder kid, 1 goal from him, 12 assists. I'd like to see these two get on the goal scoring a little bit more than they did. And Fati there with 25 goal contributions in 43 games. So fantastic stuff. Francolino even getting 8 assists there. Really, really good stuff from the players. Average rating wise, Mora top, Buadi second, Zanotti third, and El Canus fourth. Diouf there as well, coming in, getting a 7.2. 30 games from him this season with 5 goals and 4 assists. It's looking good. We just need to add. Baresi as well. His loan period is over, but we have done a deal to sign him, and you will see that in the transfer special. He is joining us on the 30th of June. This guy is developing really, really well. He's still only 18-year-old. We are not going to pass up a chance to sign this lad. So, as I said, transfer special. It's going to be a very big window. Tactics are possibly going to change. There's going to be some big names through the door. Is there going to be some big names out of the door? Well, the one thing you need to do to find out is make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Click the like button and please drop us your comments because I really do appreciate them. My name is Andy FM Forever. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm signing out. Bye-bye.